Yeah, I'm slow blinking at you like a cat so that you think I'm not a threat. And then I'm gonna catch you and throw you in a stew, in a gumbo. I, too, have never had gumbo. But one day. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Is Zephyr named after the bike? No, Zephyr is named after the West Wind. I assume. I don't know. I didn't name the guy. Did someone say latte? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Someone did say latte. Whoa! Wow! Oh, my latte's foam went down because I waited too long to get this all set up. Oh well. Now I just gotta mix it all in. That's okay. Anyway, yeah. Hi. Yay. Hands. It's true. You'll have to give me a second though, because I've got to fix the lighting in here. It's like very, very dark. It's like very, very dark. I didn't want the overhead light on because it like casts a terrible shadow on the books and stuff. So I'm using like a little like stage light style deal. You know what I'm talking about? Not like a stage light. You know what I'm talking about? The fucking when you're shooting like props and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's the word? Wow, why am I struggling with this? I say this word all the time. What? The camera's mirrored? Oh my god, you're right. Well, 1 second. Yippee! Somehow that looks better. Great. Anyway, I gotta try and fix the lighting in here, but not make it crazy, crazy. Maybe, you know what I could do? Hold up. 1 second. Hold on, I'm gonna try to create like an overhead lighting situation. But not like too aggressive. That's pretty good, actually. I like that. Nice. Okay. Please shift the book exactly 4 large letters to the right so I can get a dank screenshot. Thanks, bestie. To the right? No. Here, I'll help you. Hollow cock. Everybody happy? Hollow cock from the... Anyway, Steel Crab, thank you for the 22 months. Welcome back. I don't think this thing's gonna reflect me. What are you gonna see? A cookie color haired dude? Oh no. Oh no, they'll find out I'm an anime man in real life. I'm in trouble. I don't care. Hi, Ruru. My birthday's on anniversary. Really? Hey, happy early birthday, by the way. And I don't think I'll be able to watch in person. Understandable. There are more important things. Happy anniversary. Also, slurp your latte, please. Too late. I already picked it up. I already got it away from the desk. You thought you could get me, huh? Ah. Can I show the Holo cock? Yeah. Holo cocktails. I think I can show that, right? It's not advertising anything. Also, just saying, Ruze Pride, pretty cool. Lots of good art in here. Lots and lots and lots of good art on here. Also, look at the back. Check this out. Wait. Pretty fucking cool, right? Holy shit, dude. There are many things to show you. Many things to show you. There are too many books to go through. I'm not going to go through all of these. Or rather, I'm going to flip through all of these. I'm not going to read any of these in depth, because if I were to sit here and try to like flip through every single page of every book, it would just take too long. And also, I kind of want to save some of that for like a stream. Maybe I'll do like a hand cam making a Holo cocktail or something. I think it'd be really cool to do a full stream where I went through the Crusaders Through the Seasons book. But anyway, yeah, I did get all of these printed. So pretty exciting. I've got these on my bookshelf now. Yeah. The only like sorrow I have at the moment is that this one bled over just a little bit. The Corruption's Call one bled on the binding a bit, but it's not like bad. It still looks really cool. I don't care. I'm not even mad. It looks exactly like a fucking 5e module, so that's pretty cool. You'll have to forgive me for my scuffed hand cam setup. This was kind of a last second thing on my part. Anyway, yeah, pretty cool. Let me just double check, because I've gone through a couple of these, but a lot of these I've only like lightly flipped through, and I don't know if this has any like art that can't be seen. I mean, we went through it on stream, so I doubt it, but thank you for printing the books, you big sappy nerd. Hey, Hinkaru, no problem. This ain't about being sappy. This is about ego, baby. I'm not sappy. You guys are losers, nerds. Yeah. I think I can go through this. I think this is pretty chill, actually. There's like one risque image in here, I'm pretty sure. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, this one's so chill. Okay. Anyway, so yeah. This is the Ruze Pride one, and this one, you know what? I will go through this whole one just because I can, and because it looks really cool, and because it's really awesome and epic and has such good art in it. But I always think it's really cool when I'm able to do something like this, get a physical version of like digital media. Like I have the I don't know if you guys remember the fucking like what's the guy's name who's like touching tips with God or whatever? Like he's like laying back and his fingers out, and God's reaching down, and they're just touching fingers. Sorry for all the Pollux hairs on my sleeve. Anyway, that one was redrawn, but I was like touching finger with Paris, and I have that up on an actual like huge ass portrait frame in my living room, if you can call it that, in a shitty trailer. So that one's really cool. Adam is who it was. It was Adam. Got you. Okay. Anyway, I've barely opened this. You could tell because the binding's super tight. Like it only wants to open this much. I'm gonna try not to break the binding when I open this. Oh, that sentence changed my life. You're welcome. Thank you for always supporting the Crusaders and our silly projects that support you or whatever. The cycle of hate will continue. /promise. Hey, thank you, Nitro Rugrat, and thank you for 17 months of being exceptional, which is still exceptionally strange to say, but very cool. Wow, you got a fan book? Yeah, there's a bunch of them. So there's the Ruze Pride book. There's the Holo Cocktails book, which is a bunch of different cocktails themed for Holo, of course. So that's pretty cool. Check this out. I'm just gonna like open to a random page because I can. See, look, Armis, different Armis cocktails. So you got like, boom, there's one for Goldie. First day of summer, baby. How to make it, what it should look like. There's a little Goldie PNG dying in the ocean. There's beautiful art in all of these. Very cool. There's the Crusaders Compendium of Insects, which is one of my favorite projects I've ever seen in my life. Not to downplay any other project, but look at how good this looks printed. Look at how good this looks. Isn't that fucking awesome? Anyway, Look how cool this is. It's a bunch of different like world building insects to go into like a D&D setting or wherever you want, really. Like the Starlight Scarab. Isn't this beautiful? And all the little notes and little washi tapes and stuff. Wow. Wow. The tumbleweed pillbug. Just an average cicada. Big fan of cicadas. And in between every biome, there's these beautiful little like key art ones where it says like jungle. And look, it just keeps going. Oops, I accidentally hit a button on my keyboard. My bad. Oh, man. This is so awesome. So beautiful. So beautiful. Swamp Walker. Anyway, I kind of wanted to just talk about these projects today and like look at them a little bit and sip on my latte, so I'm probably going to be doing that. But we've got the Boys Will Be Bugs book for your guys' music video that you did. Really epic. Widowy epic. The entire Ruzeters through the seasons. I'm probably going to avoid reading all the way through this one just yet because I would like to do a full read through since it has so many like nice little short stories in it and so much beautiful art. I really want to do like a full read through, like maybe like a read along stream. I think it'd be fun, and like as our next like read it out loud stream. I don't know. That could be cool. And then of course, who could forget Elysium Corruption's Call, which was the Ruzeters and just a bunch of Starmen in general fan project where you guys made an entire 5e module. And I mean like just straight up like a full module. Like if you guys ever wanted to play in Elysium, I will say that this is definitely still a little bit of fanon because you know, a lot of these things aren't confirmed yet. But here's like a whole world map, which is really cool, and just a beautiful continent, by the way. The art of this is just incredibly good, and it looks like a fun world to play in, which is nice with a lot of different biomes to mess around with and stuff, and interesting like little points of you know, intrigue to see. But then also there's like a bunch of different landmarks. It's split up into Xenocuni, the Badlands, and Elysium, and all of those have their own things going on, and that's just talking about like cool stuff and cool little adventure hooks and areas you can go to in the world. But you know, Tempest Guildhall, stuff like that. But check this out. The further you go, once you get past the environment stuff, there's an entire section about new subclasses that you guys made, which is so incredible. New backgrounds. So this is backgrounds for your characters, you know, because backgrounds were pretty important in 5e. Obviously, they're even more important in 5.5. But backgrounds are great. And then once you get past backgrounds, you can get into new subclasses, which is awesome. And all this beautiful art to go along with it. Like, oh, the Ronin. Subclasses, boom, immediately. And I believe there's at least one subclass per class, if I remember correctly. So Wizard gets like Archivist. Warlock gets Cauldron Lord. And all of these are themed after a Holostar, which is really fucking cool. Circle of Corruption Druid, which is just corruption as a concept, as a druid. Very cool. College of Orchestral Puppetry for a bard. Isn't that sick, dude? Look at that beautiful art. Look at this beautiful art even. The College of Jesters, another bard. There's a sneaky little citrine in there. Fighter, the Crimzon Rulez. Ranger, a forager, which is a Goldie subclass, I believe. Druid, a ghost hunter. Ghost hunting druid, just saying. Cleric, a grand exorcist. Fighter, the hero. Anybody know this guy? Anybody know this subclass, huh? Yeah, this is like a year-old project, Narissimo. Ranger, the machine tamer. My sanctuary. I did have to add this white border on the edge. I really wanted to do full bleed print on this because you guys went through the trouble of making like the paper texture in the background. But I still think it looks really good. And I was really afraid of like wedging these stat blocks in the binding in such a way where I couldn't open it all the way and look at it. And I was scared I was going to lose some art. So I decided I would just leave the full bleed around it. Barbarian, Path of the Corrupted. Paladin, Oath of the Tranquil Pond. Pretty cool. There's double Shinryos in there, dude. Sorcerer, the Primal Beast. Monk, Way of the Contemptuous Palm. Monk, the Way of the Mini. Isn't that sick? Isn't that sick? Anyway, After that, there's like a bunch more stuff. It doesn't end there. This is only like not even halfway through the book. There's a bunch of magical items associated with Holo Stars, like apple juice ? The crown of screaming, the blades of azure. Pretty fucking sick, right, dude? Yellow Velo says, hi, Ruze and Ruzeters. It's my sister's birthday, and she loves watching you guys. So I wanted to surprise her. If you could wish Mina a happy birthday, that would make her day. Happy birthday, Mina-san! No, I'm just kidding. Happy birthday, Mina! Whoopee! You get to spend it hanging out and watching me be a nerd for a little bit, and then later playing Pokemon. But for now, being a nerd. Look, Copium. Copium. Tasty. So yeah, happy birthday, Mina. Look, Dynasty's helm. It's a bug helm. Look, eye-catching gripper casings. I have no idea what that's about. I don't know why that's in there or what that means. But hey, whatever, I guess. Look, an Armus friendship bracelet. It's called the Cursed Friendship Bracelet. And these are like items of all rarities, which is really cool. But anyway, once you get past the magical... What the hell is this? Ignore that. What the hell is this? Ignore that. Anyway, oh no, Uncle Larry, they predicted it before it ever happened. No! But yeah, then you get into bestiaries, which is cool. Just new enemies to fight if you want. And all of these are also based on like different like Holo Stars lore, like the abandoned automaton. Anybody? Anybody? Axolotls. Fucking Apotropius. Fucking, oh, what a cool design. What a cool design. Medium Celestial Lawful Good. Look at that cool arm. And the little digidegrade legs. God, that's cool. We should put Uncle Larry in here. Battalions. Bubbies. Crystalline Maidens. A Crawler. A fucking Koi Dragon. Which, by the way, insanely powerful. Challenge rating 26. A Man Atlas Beetle. This is cool as hell. I don't give a fuck. That's cool as hell. That's incredibly Dwarf Fortress core, and I'm in for it. Look at that little Ruze down there. And that screaming Gerard up there. Isn't this sick? So for those of you who weren't here last year for this fan project, I just wanted to call attention back to it because there's just so much cool shit in here. So much cool shit in here. Phantomas, challenge rating, 26. Frog. Raw Onion. That's right. Obsidian Ruze, baby. A Ruzator. Challenge rating, 1/8. Look how cool this is. A Silk Spell Weaver. Look, it's weaving runes. A Showman. The Slumbering, who sleeps at the center of all things. Challenge rating, 28. Look at that art. Look at this fucking art. I'm so serious right now. Let me try to block some of the light so it's not so glaring, but like, ugh, my cat hair, my hairy sleeve. Pretty fucking cool, right? And it just keeps going. And then, of course, at the end, there's a ton of lore, which is really cool. This is the Hidden Files of Elysium Corruption's Call. There's an entire like story plot back here with the Elysium Corruption's Call team, which is a story about two scientists who are torn apart by differing approaches in their desperate hunt for answers. Which is just a great story hook, but also just a good read. So, just saying. And if you want, you can also get this printed. I don't know. And then at the very back, look at all these cute little credits. And art. Cute art. And that's just one of your fan books you guys made. Like, fan projects you guys. I hesitate to call this a fan book. I know it is. It's a labor of love and all that. But, like, calling it a fan book sounds so fucking... It sounds, like, really full of myself or egotistical or whatever. And that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to highlight the amount of work and, like, how fucking insane this project is. And how cool it is as a concept. Sorry, my latte is going to get cold if I don't sip in. that's good. Yep, free 99, baby. You can read all of this online, or you can get it printed. Now, I will say, getting all of these books, plus one more, printed, was very expensive. I technically did this one this one a while ago, but if you combine all of these together, I probably spent like $250, maybe $300 on these. So be careful when you're printing these. They can be pretty pricey depending on the size you go with and who your manufacturer is. I tried to find a relatively cheap option, and that wasn't too bad, but I mean, that's a lot of money to drop all at once. I definitely had to save up for a little bit, so. But it was cool. It's worth it. It's worth it to have it permanently, especially because I could get it in hardcover to keep it, you know, in pretty good condition. And for the most part, I try to keep it on my shelf away from anything that could hurt it. But yeah, so that was Elysium Corruption's Call. I'm going to take a little look real quick through this guy, and then we'll just yap for a bit after I'm done taking a quick flip through some of these. But this is Ruzeters Through the Seasons. It's sort of a combination like short story / art book, and it has these really cool sort of stained glass mosaic style interludes in between the seasons for like spring, summer, fall, winter, and of course on the title here. So very cool. Here, I gotta move you over, bud. Oh, it moved my mouse. That's okay. The cover is lovely, and look at these like cool little, I love these little filigree style things in the margins. These are so fun. And obviously there's like artist credits and writing credits in there as well as credits for running the entire thing. Very cool. And an index, so it's just really well put together. Like, look at how cute this is. Look at how cute this is. Oh, look at that. Look at that little mosaic for spring. I should just get this printed on something. That's so fucking cool, dude. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, you just get like these little short stories and art that goes along with the short stories, such as the Armaze pole. Instead of a maypole, Armaze pole. Spring cleaning. You get all these like banger pieces of art down here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but one unsung note I think is really cool, and I'll say it again. Actually, it's not unsung because I just talked about it, but I don't care. I'll highlight this every time I see it. Is again, look at these little filigrees in the corners. Aren't these so cute? So cool, man. You guys absolutely crushed it on this project. I hate you guys, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to acknowledge when you work hard. I can acknowledge my enemies. I can also not stop focusing on how many fucking stupid ass cat hairs I have on my sleeve, but whatever. It's cool seeing it printed, right? Doesn't it hit different? That's why I had to do it. I'm addicted to it ever since I printed that first one. God, this is cool. I'm gonna start flipping faster. Boop. Boop. Look. Boredom resolved. Ah, a Crimzon Rulez eater bag. Ah, so many cool things in here, dude. The first rule of Lore Club, we don't talk about what happens in Lore Club. And look, the filigree color changes based on seasons. Pretty crazy! Ah, man. Man. Oh, look at all this social media art. Oh, well, sorry. The book binding's still pretty fresh. But look, even the social media art to advertise it was included. Isn't that cute? God. Archive everything. Archive everything. I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's just such a cool project. It's so fucking sick. Someone, y'all got to make a drive link with all of the projects. I need them directly injected into my brain. Actually, that would be really smart to set them all together into one drive if possible. I know that some of them are headed by different project leads, and obviously there is different participants in each project and such, but there's a lot of overlap, and also like as a community of Starmen or Ruzeters or whatever you want to call yourselves, I think that it would be cool to be able to like put all of this stuff together into one space for everybody to be able to enjoy. Yeah. Yeah! Anyway, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We've got the Boys Will Be Bugs art book. So this was actually, if you guys haven't seen this yet, I urge you, I encourage you, I don't encourage you, I demand you go watch the Ruzeters cover of Boys Will Be Bugs. There's an entire vocal cover that the Ruzeters did and art to go along with it. It was very cute. It was an animated music video. And look, every frame is immortalized here, as well as, look, the storyboarding. Isn't that cute? You guys did like a full fucking like project, like full project, like got together as a group, had a project lead, had storyboard artists, had people like refining the storyboard art. Then you got together and obviously did like vocal coordination and mixing and instrumentals and things like that. So I'm just saying, that's kind of a crazy project in general. So fucking wild. I've watched it like 6 times. It keeps getting stuck in my head. Oh no, this one got split. Ah, it's still cute. I don't care. That's adorable. I'll fuck you up if you're mean to bugs. God, so much good art in these. I'm obviously skipping ahead a few pages because it's hard to grab single pages with gloves on. Look at that! Ah! That's so cute. Ask me all the time, brother. That's me all the time. This is how I be living my life. Right before I click go live, I'd be looking like that. Whoa, not like that. I don't have skin. Hey. Hey. Wait a minute. Idols can't have skin. Nice try. These are so cute. Ugh. Stop crying, you little baby. Jeez. I thought it was idols can't show skin. No, we don't have skin. We're actually walking muscle structures. We're just raw muscle, as if someone peeled our flesh away. It's really not great, I'm not gonna lie. Not have skin, that's way more disturbing. No, it's the truth, I'm sorry. It's what we look like. Damn, that's good art. Damn, that's good art. Jump kick, go. What did you do with the bones? They're inside, mostly. Most of the time. I don't know. Not all the time. Oh, dude, if I could put my bones on the outside, I wouldn't have to worry about the no skin policy. I should put my bones on the outside. What was I thinking? Holy shit, dude. Yeah, it's kind of like the mannequins in high school biology. Exactly. Exactly. You get it. You get it. These are so good. Yeah. 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 Sorry. Whoopee! That's a good fucking expression, by the way. Holy shit. That's a good expression. Holy shit. I would be an actual, but look at how cute this is. Hold up. Let me try and get this in such a way that it's not like completely cut off. Not everything translates perfectly to physical, but wait. There it is. Yeah, baby. God, that's good. Cool pose. Cute cat. God, that's such a good piece. That's such a good piece. Also, I appreciate the Mau Mau reference there. Who's this loser? Where hast thou gone? I miss thy soul. Sorry. Ah, cute. Cute. Sorry. Cute. Background. I was using that as my background for most of October, actually. So cute. Look at this. Look at this. It's the recreation of the Criminal's Cut and the bridge I made in Minecraft when I first started playing Minecraft on the Stars server with everybody. I was definitely pretty alone. I was out in the Badlands, and I was up on a I'm sure most of you remember this, but some of you might be new enough you don't. I was up on a cliff face in a Badlands above a river, and I built this I'm honestly very proud of this bridge still, this pretty beautiful bridge structure. And I built a recreation of the Criminal's Cut Tavern, where I'm usually hanging out. So that was very fun. Now somebody redrew it in art, which is crazy. Man. Memories. I missed that bridge. Is new enough that I don't know. See, there you go. One of these days I should go back on that server and show you guys the Criminal's Cut and some of the builds I was working on. So I was actually I didn't quite finish the mausoleum. I was close. I had the entire like main pillar hollowed out and I had a bunch of coffins in it, and I had the walkway down mostly done. I needed to finish the floor tiles, and at the time I didn't know what I wanted to do with the floor tiles, but I think going back I would probably do it out of andesite, maybe like polished andesite or something. But yeah. I'll do a Minecraft stream where I go back and show you some of my old builds. Anyway, contributor messages. And these are just all the nice messages people left me that I'll never read because gross. Ew. And all the little Ruzader Sonas. Look. That's fucking cute. That's fucking cute, dude. Everybody drawing their own little Sonas. Yar. Yar. Thank you for the blank chibi base and the blank Ruzader base. Are you reading us a story? I am not, Wildcard. I was just looking through some of the fan projects that you guys have worked on, and I went and got printed. So yeah, that pretty cool or whatever. Thank you for the soup, though. That's very nice of you. I figured I was just going to highlight some of these projects. I've got 2 more to go through real quick here. I already went through a bit of the Rizbo Pride, but I'll show you some more of it just because it's cool. The art in it's really good, and I could probably honestly stand to like go through this because it's pretty short. It's got a lot of really good art in it, but it's pretty fast, thankfully. So it shouldn't take too much. Well, there's actually a lot in here. You know what? And it's hard to turn one page at a time. That's a nightmare. I will try to show you a couple. But anyway, it's all just banger Pride art, which is fucking sick. I'm going to be skipping pages here because unfortunately I cannot not skip pages with these gloves. And I've got to break in these pages as well because otherwise they're just going to fall apart. You gotta be careful. Beautiful. And of course we got all the artist credits down here. So if you're ever curious about who drew these, you can always @ these on social media. Holo Cocktail's pretty short too. These are all so good, dude. These are all so crazy. Listen, you'd never catch me dead in a baseball cap, but maybe Citrine. That dude likes hats. So cool, man. Danny, thank you for the soup, for the Azure tax. Whoop. Let's go. Oh, well, I skipped to the end. But anyway, very cool book. A very small book, but a very cool book. Also good for sort of a wide format, which is nice. Very helpful for printing in that sort of smaller style, which is cool. I've already shown you a bit of the Compendium of Insects, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I'm just going to flip through it real fast so you guys can see. But what this is this was made around the same time as the Elysium Corruption's Call book, and I find it to be a good companion piece to it. Or if you've ever wanted just things to flush out your world building, I think that somewhere like this is a really good place to start. So I like personally going through, when I'm doing world building, I like to go through and I look at the ecology of the world and how certain creatures would survive within like an ecosystem and where they fit in the food chain and things like that, right? But this is a good companion piece to that because it's just a lot of bugs, and some of them are real, which is fine, and some of them are completely fake and false, and that's okay because it means you can just like quickly reference one. Like let's say you're in a desert that day with your players, right? Also look at these incredible like biome like spreads before you go into the biome. But let's say your players are in a desert and I just want to quickly be like, okay, I want to make the world feel more alive. I'm not trying to make them fight anything, but But if I want them to, like, just feel like the world exists, I could just be like, oh, you see a cathedral moth in the distance. And when they're like, what's a cathedral moth? I'll be like, it's a moth with effervescent, translucent wings that cast light. Like, as the light passes through it, it casts, like, beautiful rays of, like, dazzling rainbow along the sands as it flies around. You only ever see them, you know, like, at dusk and dawn or some shit. And there's also, like, world building stuff on here if you want to like know about their ecology a little bit, because the Ruzeators took the time to do this. Isn't that so fucking cool? Look at this little fuzzy what's the word I'm looking for? Not crustaceans. I mean, they are technically crustaceans, but fuzzy little pill bugs that live on cacti. Isn't that cute? Isn't that a cool way to do like world building? Starlight Scarab only comes out at night. Look at that. Just cool concepts. The tumbleweed pill bug. Looks like a little tumbleweed when it's rolling around. We're in the grasslands now. Do you guys want to see the grassland spread? Hold up. Boom. Look at that. Oh, it's so good, dude. Look at the little Ruzeator hiding in there. Are these mostly organized on the Discord? I don't know. I'm not in the Discord, brother. Sorry. I don't know if you guys even keep the fan projects in there, but if you don't, I highly recommend you do. Maybe make a fan channel for it or something where you're like, oh, these are projects the Ruzeators have done. Look at this one. It's like actually made out of clay. It's a little sapphire weedle. Like, not the creature isn't made out of clay, but it was physical media. Isn't that cool? And all the little notes here. A beautiful jumping spider. Look, a fairy dragon. A prism swallowtail. Isn't that sick? A black and white, like, swallowtail butterfly that changes color. I believe it's based on diet, but it's been a minute since I've read through this. Anyway, so cool. A sunshine beetle. Whoa! And then, of course, we get to a personal favorite of mine. Swamps. God, I love swamps. Swamps are so cool, dude. Swamps are so cool, dude. Yeah, baby. Lantern trappers. Woo! Woo! Lure in those moths. Yum, 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 yum. Mangrove mammoth spider. This one doesn't even have notes. It just says, it's just a note from Zaid. This doesn't have any ecology. It's just like, uh-oh. Look at him. I was out in the mangroves a while back when I noticed a cluster of fireflies under one of the tree's roots. I thought they were really pretty, so I took a picture with them. Turns out it was a massive spider hiding in the roots. Felt cute. Might get eaten later. You can imagine the ecology of how something like this hunts, right? So it would be like the type of thing that probably lives within the root structures of a mangrove and is relatively water resistant. I imagine they would prey on like large fish and obviously any other large bugs that pass by. Maybe even predators to like alligators or crocodiles inside mangrove swamps. But their legs are probably made to sort of like be reminiscent of mangrove roots, right? To like kind of blend in with the environment, which is cool. Myra Lotus says, I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Ruzeators, you are literally the coolest and most creative community I've ever seen. Yeah, they're pretty all right or whatever. Look at the Swamp Walker. Isn't that cool? That's so fucking Morrowind of them. I've never played Morrowind, but I want to. Like, look at how long those legs are under the water. This is just a cool sketch right here. This is like old school, like 1860s explorer, like wilderness adventure, like scientist explorer sketch style. So cool. These two moths hanging out, making it look like eyeballs in the dark watching you. The weeping willow bug. Look at how beautiful this bug is. Genuinely. Ah, the taiga. Also another biome I'm very fond of, actually. I think taigas are really underappreciated for how cool they are. The Aspen Leaf Miner. Look at how cool some of these are, man. God. Glacial Jewelfly. The Hollow Moth. The MECC. A little, even an old Tinker's, like, a forgotten Tinker's, like, relic of an ancient, like, mechanical bug that shoots fire. Fucking crazy, dude. The Snowflake Spider. Snowy Wool Beetle. I would die for the Snowy Wool Beetle. Look at him and his little shovel claws. The Ice Lady. And, of course, the birthday guest book. Yippee! Look at all these little notes and all these cute little sketches. Ah! Rhino Musk. Pretty cool, huh? I spent longer on that than I meant to. I said I wasn't going to go through it very much, but I got too distracted by bugs, as is my my natural state of being. I promise I'm going to get to actually yapping in a bit, but let's take a look at the Holo cocktail, shall we? Oh no, I have an eyelash on my keyboard. Get out of there. Oh no, that's on my mouse pad. Get out of here. Sorry. Wow. Disclaimer. Disclaimer on how making drinks works. Simple syrup. Horchata. What'd you call me? All right, so check it out. Tempest. Here we go. We've got the Elysian Night. Look at how beautiful that drink could turn out with the right skill. Thank you so much for unearthing Holo cocktails. It feels like forever ago when Helly and I stood in our kitchen cooking up all those recipes. And thanks again to all the writers and artists for layouts. Hell yeah. What a cool project. Also, I really like a small note here is all of the little like neon extra lights at the tips of a lot of these letters. Very cool. God, the art style. This little like extra note too, doing constellations for the ingredients, like symbols. God damn. Hot pot. Just a boiling axle, no big deal. You know, it's fine. Totally normal. Totally normal. Personally, I would never. I don't want cinnamon in my alcohol. And also I'm never putting Baiju in anything ever again. Not on my goddamn life. Not on my goddamn life. However, I understand. It's probably pretty good. God's Blunder. Incredible. Incredible title. I keep missing streams because of work, but VODs still make my days less boring. So thank you for 5 months of laugh. Hey, no problem, Mayhem, and thank you for 5 months and welcome back. Fun fact, the initial idea came up when Helia asked if I could make rainbow drinks for the first Ruze carry. That's adorable, dude. Dude, I should... maybe I want to make... I'll make one of these on stream at some point. That'd be really cool to make one of these cocktails on stream. I think that'd be super fun. Oh, that'd be so cool. It's so tasty. So good and tasty. Here, let me finish my latte, speaking of. I don't really like drinking on stream, so I don't know how much of that I would drink or if I'd like do a non-alcoholic variant. But, I mean, like, one little drink ain't gonna hurt me. Oh, no, I almost cut off the artist. It's pretty close. It's still there. That's good. The flavor shake, get it? Also, again, this is a total side note, but the graphic design of all of these pages, like the individualized, personalized design on these, is just so fucking cool, dude. Also, this looks incredibly delicious. I'm not gonna lie. Chocolate Irish cream liquor sounds pretty fucking good. God, that sounds good. Woo! Xenocunian Fields. I get the feeling this one with like spiced rum and cinnamon syrup would probably just be really like, I think A, it would open my sinuses, and B, probably be pretty refreshing. I could be wrong. I'm not like an alcohol aficionado in any way, but man. The Coffee Brew. Orange juice, low sweetness coffee liquor. Let's go, dude. I'm a sucker for a screwdriver. All right. I drink a lot of screwdrivers. When I drink, which again, I don't drink often, but when I do, Destin Lee says, oh, I missed many month streak, but it looks like I'm here for it looks like book time. Happy to catch my Kamiyoshi Supreme again. Destin Lee, thank you for 21 months. Don't worry about it. You're on that. You only missed 1 month, technically. You only missed 1 month. So I'm still counting it as you're on your 22 month streak almost. We'll call it 22 months almost. Anyway, thank you for being an Axel. Yeah, I drink a lot of screwdrivers because I'm a little baby and I like my drinks fruity and delicious. Screwdrivers, and occasionally I'll have like a strawberry daiquiri or something. I gotta mix this again. Hold on. I'm gonna close this for just a second. Tasty. Yeah, it's like my little stir stick. It's like a little leaf, a little gold leaf. Anyway, Lauren, thank you for 22 months. Says, listen, if it makes you feel better, I've missed some of mine as well. Almost 2 years, very exciting. Almost 2 years, God. Whew. That's a little scary. But anyway, thank you for 22 months. Let me catch up. Wait. Leah, thank you for 22 months of being a jackcat. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze again. Fuck. I forgot to. Oh, I'm having bad allergies today, dude. Maybe I should. I've got like these anti-allergy, like over the counter fucking things or whatever that I bought from Malshart. I should probably take some of those. The problem is I only ever take them when I feel like it's a particularly bad allergy day, which is bad for me. I should probably just take them all the time just to resist whatever allergies I may or may not have. Anyway, thank you for 22 months of being a jackaxe. Look at this aesthetic geek matching his mug to his keyboard to his desk mat. I'll never be in a member post. I am a jerk. I'll never be nice in a member post. I am a jerk. That's not true. You're nice all the time. Good try, though. Good try, though. Tsundere does not become you. Anyway, thanks for 22 months of being a jackaxe. Marsh. Marsh says, can confirm all of these. You tried all of these? That's crazy. But anyway, thank you for 19 months. Garlover 3100. Thank you for 9 whole months. I am the same way. I don't like to taste alcohol in my drinks. I can't fucking stand the taste of alcohol, and I could taste alcohol very, very easily. I'm telling you, I'm like a fucking like drug dog for alcohol. Like if you were to carry me around on a fucking leash, you could use me to sniff out alcohol at any distance, anytime, no matter what. I'm better than a breathalyzer. Like if I put a fucking drink to my lips and someone's like, "Oh, it tastes like candy. It tastes like candy. You'll never taste the alcohol." Bullshit. Fuck you. Bullshit. You can put a fucking milligram of alcohol to a gallon of whatever flavor you want. I will taste that alcohol. So I definitely need super duper like ridiculously sweet drinks usually, or just ridiculously flavorful drinks. It doesn't even have to be sweet necessarily, just a flavor that counters the alcohol really aggressively, or I will taste it. I have so many times, and I haven't even been drinking for very long. Like I didn't start drinking until like 4 or 5 years ago. Like I spent a long time just refusing to drink. But I've been told many times in the little time I've been drinking, "Oh, you can't taste it at all. You can't taste the alcohol. I swear, you won't taste it at all. It tastes like a smoothie. Tastes like a fucking like hot chocolate. Tastes like whatever they want to make the excuse of." Every single fucking time, dude. Every fucking time I taste the alcohol. Hotch, thank you for 17 months. Since you like lattes, do you enjoy coffee-based alcoholic beverages? I've actually had very, very few opportunities to try any coffee-based alcoholic beverages. The closest I've gotten is like alcoholic creamers, I guess. Like, what's that one called? That sort of it's not Scottish. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I don't know. Anyway, I put it in like hot chocolates. That's the closest I've gotten, and it's okay. It's not my favorite. I'd rather just have a hot chocolate, but I mean, whatever. I think I just really don't like drinking that much. I haven't drank since I was in Xenokuni. Quit sneezing, you goddamn windsock. Actually, the only windsock is here, and it's here is you, and it's pushes up glasses because you're full of hot air. Helia says, I'm stuck in hospital right now. What? Oh, okay. Already better. Never mind. I was reading ahead as I reacted. Sorry. But it's very healing to see Holo cocktails printed. Thanks to the layout writers and artists for making mine and Haas's silly idea a reality. Get well soon, gamer. I had a lot of terrible experiences in Xenokuni, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely the most I ever drank, and it was all because of Baiju, and I'll never do it again, so. Irish coffee, or do you mean a White Russian? No, it's like this sweetened fucking creamer. I forget the name of it. It's like, Bailey's, I think. Bailey's is what it's called. It's not Scottish, I was wrong. It's Bailey's, and I put that in hot chocolate. It's okay. I would just rather have a hot chocolate. I think part of it is I just really don't like being tipsy or drunk. It's not like a pleasant experience to me, really. It's just it's an experience in anxiety of being like, uh-oh, now I am slightly less in control of myself than I was. That's basically all I feel when I'm like tipsy. Nine card, thank you for the snarl tax. And it's not like I'm out of control. Obviously, I'm still accountable and like cognizant of myself when I am drinking. I'm not an idiot. I'm not like the type of person who's like, oh, well, I'm drunk, so I'm not in control of what I do. I'm aware that's still on me, but I don't like the feeling of having my inhibitions removed somewhat. I must always be in absolute, complete control of my body at all times and in complete control of my mind. If I'm ever in a state of compromised mental facility, I am angry. Ooh, I don't know. I don't think I like tiramisu that much, actually. But I do like the song Tiramisu Cake, Tiramisu Cake. I'm a coffee creamer? It's sure Irish, sorry. Thanks for the soup, though. Rum chata. Oh, there's Red Bull in this one? That actually sounds pretty good. Sorry, I didn't read the Battle one well enough. But anyway, we run the Koi one. Hold on. Oh, no! Ta-da! The Koi brew. Orange juice, low sweetness coffee liquor. Pretty simple. So, hey, if you want to make one at home, not too bad. Matthew, thank you for 7 months, says, I'm the same. I would rather have a tasty drink than some silly juice for lubricating social events. I also suspect I'm a sad drunk, but I've never gotten more than tipsy. I think I'm mostly a silly drunk. I tend to just goof around and try to say dumb shit, but sometimes, you know, like when you're like drunk enough that you can't gauge like where that line is, I tend to walk away feeling like from any situation where it's like I'm tipsy or drunk, feeling like I walked away from a collab, which is to say filled with social anxiety, that I stepped over some like social faux pas barrier I didn't know was there. Like I made a joke that was somehow not okay, or I don't know, was too loud when I laughed or whatever. There's always this mentality of like, I've embarrassed myself somehow and they hate me now. Whenever I leave a situation where I've been drinking. Also, I suspect that I become a highly introspective drunk, which is not great because drunk people don't make good introspective people. They just talk in circles and sound like idiots usually. Okay. I don't know what that says. I think it's Kagaten Principe, but Principe sounds like, that sounds French, and I don't think that's right. But anyway, sweet coffee liquor again. That was pretty good, actually. Milk, vanilla syrup, sweet coffee liquor, just a little vodka. Huh. Okay. That was pretty tasty. Finally receiving the social cues after 2-3 business days is the worst feeling in the universe. The worst feeling in the universe. Do more art, Dusk, you won't. I don't like rum and coke, but strawberry daiquiris they go hard. Bite of the Prince is the translation. How do you say it, though? How do you say it? Is it kagat or kagat? Or am I off on both? Kagat. Is NG pronounced Kagat. Kagat. I find from the little bit, and this is obviously this is just out of my ass. Do not take this for gospel. This is very much like does not speak the language, but I feel like Tagalog has a surprising amount of words that emphasize the second syllable. Or emphasize the back syllable of the word rather than the opening syllable, which I feel like a lot of languages focus on the opening syllable. Nang. 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 So, kagat nang. No long vowels in Tagalog. Oh. How do you say that? Pronounce that for me. Oh, that's Prince. Principe. Principe. Oh, duh. That must be a borrowed word, right? Principe, principality, principe. Interesting. It's borrowed from Spanish. Called it. Ooh, first day of summer, baby. Oh, pineapple. Pineapple drink, I'm down for. Coconut drinks, not huge about, but you know what? I'd still try it. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good, dude. Tasty. No, you grow up. If you like pina colada, you're wrong. You're wrong, and you should feel bad. Pina colada's mid. Coconut, bleh. Yucky. Oratorio, Pepsi. Pepsi and milk? And tea? And mango? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I miss pineapple. I'm definitely allergic. Well, damn, how'd you know you liked pineapple then if you're deathly allergic? What if I like having bad taste? I mean, you're here, so you must. You're welcome. Yeah, pilk makes sense for Octavio. That's true. What do we got here? We got our health potion, baby. Strawberry syrup. Fresh lime. I love lime. Mead. I'm not a big mead guy because I don't like honey. However, I would still try it in a mixed drink. Mead by itself, I'm not fond of, but in a mixed drink, I would consider it. This looks delicious, by the way. A health potion, baby. Let's go. People tried the Oratorio and looked at it like it stole their car keys because it should be evil, but it's tasty as fuck. It genuinely sounds pretty tasty, honestly, and pilk is not nearly as awful as people make it out to be. It's fine. It's tolerable. It's not like that specially bad as a drink. It's not great. I'd rather just have a Pepsi, or just milk, but I mean, I get it. It's not that bad. Flapjack says, this was baby's first fan project. I had no idea what I was doing art-wise, and it shows. Thank you for supporting fan artists and our silly projects. Hey, whoa. It looks good. It holds up today. Chill. Also, thank you for participating in it. And taking that first big leap. That's scary. That's crazy work. Also, this is incredibly good art. I still come back to this one all the time just because I like Citrine's expression here. I like how pissed off he looks about everybody else being there, especially because Azure's just tapping him like, at the party. Your food takes are all over the place, brother. Yeah, that's called having depth. That's called having depth of character. Being a good person. That's called being the better man. That's called being the best guy you know. Cringe. You like my art you like my art to print it so much? Whoa. I do like your art, but I practice separating art from the artist. I don't like you. I'm multifaceted, all right? Yeah. What do you want me to do? You think I'm going to define my food takes by what makes sense or what other people like? No, thank you. This print is beautiful. Isn't this beautiful? Check this out, Bluebell. This is the Holo Cocktails book, and it's got so many cool fucking different cocktails in it. The Rose Gaze. Sounds pretty good. Also, that art is, damn. All right. Quinacridone, chill. Oh, yeah. Bourbon and peaches? Wait a minute. That's a clean beverage right there, brother. The Amber Meyer. Damn. Bro, look at all these cool little fan books. I got them all printed. Oh, the Pocio Sciente. Ooh, spicy ginger beer. Oh, lemonade. This one would fuck. Actually, I would probably order this. I'd probably order this in a heartbeat. That looks delicious, actually. Damn. I like the coffee stain on this, by the way. I was doing research while writing this. Core. Very citrine core. I like that. So I want to like drinks like these sort of like refined drinks with like sprigs of herbs or like like floral scents in them. But honestly, every time it just tastes like medicine to me. I'm not big on these. I think they look really pretty. I've never liked them when I've drank them. And Kara, thank you for the delicious soup. Yeah, citrine tax. Ooh, a Bright Horizon, sweet white wine. What the hell is Curacao? What is that? Ooh, apple. That might be good. That'd probably be good. Blood of the Royal. Hey, lemon juice. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Sorry, I'm not putting this in camera very well, am I? There you go. Why are you blue? Whoa, sick armor. I forgot about that. That's really cool. Deepest Abyss. Black currant juice. This actually looks really good. Lime juice and cinnamon? I bet that's delicious, dude. Oh, I bet that's really good. Wow. Yummy. Wow, Danny, thank you for the Azure tax. Yeah, and these are all the products that you would need to buy if you wanted to remake all of these drinks. And it's not just Rusbo drinks, obviously. For those of you who weren't here at the beginning, there's a bunch of Tempest drinks and Armish drinks up at the front as well. For example, we've got some Battle stuff here. I really like this page a lot, the Elysian Night one. This one looks like a cool drink. I don't know what club soda is, but it looks tasty. This one's got Red Bull in it, so it's probably delicious because it's got caffeine in it, and that's great. Anyway, man, the graphic design on all these is so good. Ugh. But yeah, so that was the Holo Cocktails. We went through the Rusbo Pride book as well. Beautiful art in this one. And then there was the Compendium of Insects, which is incredible for world building if you want to add a bunch of cool fantasy bugs to your worlds. And it's sorted by biome, which is awesome. You got desert, grassland, jungle, swamps, and taigas as some of the biomes, and all of the different creatures in it, and all the different little like world building notes on them if you want to use them in your world. And they don't even have to be enemies. It's just to make your world feel alive and unique and interesting. And I love that. These are some of my favorite style of like world building books that aren't about like new combat creatures, just new things to fill out your world and make it feel lived in. Helia says, by the way, all the drink pictures are real photos we took. We try to make them as pretty as possible. They're incredibly well done. Great job. They are beautiful, genuinely. God, this is cool. What a cool project. Oh. Look at that. That's beautiful. I still really like the Swamp Walker. God, he's so cool. But anyway, I went through most of this one's really beautiful too. The Weeping Willow bug. That's such a cool bug. That's such a cool bug design. Look at that beautiful bug. I'm going to show you again. Anyway. Very cool. And then we got the Boys Will Be Bugs music video art book, which there's a whole music video out there if you guys want to go watch that. The Rusaders did a full cover. It's very cool. Very well done. Beautiful video in general. Please go check out these cool fan projects. They're all very awesome. Wah! Wahoo! And then, wow. The Ruzeters Through the Seasons book, which, by the way, again, I cannot get over the cool stained glass style on the different season covers of this. The best example I have to easily turn to is the opening one for spring. That is just so cool. So fucking cool. I wish I could just speed turn. I wonder if I can, like, kind of guess correctly where summer starts on this, maybe. I bet you I can. We're getting there. We're getting there. This one I hope you read to us. I would like the chance to read this on stream. That'd be cool. To read through all the short stories and stuff. Look at that. Ta-da! Little dragonfly. He's escaping the margins. And these are cattails. They're just fairly common water reeds, but they're not edible. But don't you think they ought to be? Anyway, very beautiful. I love this one a lot. This is just such a good book. Such a good book. Such a good book. And last, but very not least, for those of you who are unaware, because a lot of you were not here last year when this started, a lot of you are newsaters. That's totally fine. I don't want you to feel left out. But this is one of the coolest fan projects that's ever happened. Not to put a damper on any other fan project, obviously, but this is just bonkers to me. This is an entire 5e module. Not necessarily balanced, so you'll probably have to do some tweaks if you're the DM. But it is a functioning module with an Elysium world map in it, which is, again, strictly not canonical, and banger art, by the way. Look at that. God, I've never looked so fucking cool. It's got an entire world map in it. Very cool. It's got different locales that you can use for adventure hooks and things to just explore and look at within those different places on the world map. It's got different, like, obviously it's got a fuck ton of art in it. It's laid out 5e module style with like different pictures, but then also like little blurbs and notes about it. It's got all of these little guys here for like flavor text and lore. And then on top of all of that, after you get Badlands, let's fucking go, baby. Welcome home. It's the Criminal's Cut. I don't live here. Well, I live here now. I rent a room upstairs, but I didn't live here. I was just staying here for a while. I built this in Minecraft. But anyway, yeah, it's very cool. After you get past all of the locales, though, there's a bunch of different backgrounds you can add to your D&D characters, because backgrounds have gotten even more important in 5.5e, and most of these have art associated with them too, like Jester as a background, for example, or Monster Hunter as a background, for example. These are just backgrounds, and that's just starting it. Hold on, wait a minute, check this out. Don't I own it? No, I don't own the Criminal's Cut. That's not mine. There's subclasses, baby. A subclass for every Holostar, plus a couple extra even. Look at this. A Warlock subclass. The Cauldron Lord. A Circle of Corruption Druid subclass, just for corruption in general. Look at this druid becoming corrupted and going into the corruption form. Isn't that fucking sick? It even has a stat block for your mutated corruption beast form when you go into it as a druid. Yeah, Archivist. Yep. As a wizard subclass. There's the Crimzon Rulez fighter subclass. A Ranger Forager subclass. And it's got all the little extra things you get every level. So fucking cool, dude. So fucking cool. The Hero Fighter subclass. The Primal Beast Sorcerer subclass. Let's go, baby. The Way of Mini Monk. Another special subclass. Way of the Contentious Palm. That's right, the Way of Hate, baby. Also known as Contemptors. The Path of Hatred. And look at all these magic items they added. This is something I don't see a lot in a lot of D&D sub-modules is different magic items. And I feel like magic items are part of the fun of D&D, especially big adventures and stuff. You always want to be... I make custom magic items for my players almost every time just to like suit their like personal stories or builds or whatever. But I think having more of these is never bad. Like, look at this cool little Ruze like Zephyr-themed butterfly knife. The Balisong. Isn't that fucking cool? Ronald Reagan Hater says, I was a little worried about my art being too amateur during the Seasons project, but knowing you straight up own it in person is making my day. Good. There's no such thing as having your art be too amateur. Art is a journey, brother. Get on those art projects. The Blades of Azure, a Cacophonous Wand, fucking the Crown of Screaming, Copium, the Bitter Citrine. These are just sick, dude. The fucking eye-catching gripper casings. Don't worry about it. These are so cool, dude. These are so cool. And then new monsters to fight. There's a huge section for monsters. I mean, huge. Like, look at how much this book is dedicated to new mobs to fight. Also, the Ruze bow is in there, in case you're wondering. Oh, little Timothy! That's my guy, man. Look now to your sensor. Every time the bell rings, a good gnome gets his wings. True. So true. That was from our first D&D one-shot. This much of the book is new mobs and monsters to fight. Isn't that cool? Sorry, technically I missed a page, but anyway. This much of the book is new monsters. That's a good chunk of book. That's cool as hell. Also, Zephyr is a magical item. But not just one Zephyr. Corrupted Zephyr and Zephyr. Ooh. Anyway. Look at this fucking splash art. Is that not fucking insanely cool? So yeah, there's also an entire, like, narrative in the back, which is fucking awesome. About lab reports about two researchers who unfortunately are torn apart by differing approaches to their research. Ingrid says, it's wild to have my art printed like this, but thank you for doing it, Ruze. This means a lot to me and to many of us. Hell yeah, gamers! You should get it printed. I mean, obviously it's expensive, but if you have the time and you have the extra money, I mean, immortalizing this stuff is just super fucking cool, and I hope to have these for, I don't know, until I'm dead, I guess, and then I'll pass them on to my cats. Yeah, I plan to die before my cats. What up, then? Anyway, ton of cool projects going on. Very, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. I'm seeing DMs. 1 second. Since you mentioned it out loud, I was compelled to let you know my DM allowed my artificer to gain the recipe and brew copium in my curse of Let's go, baby! Congratulations! Also, thank you for the soup, Deathson. Les says, to know my writing is printed and well kept makes my day. Thank you for the magenta soup, and thank you for writing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, genuinely. Okay, like, douchebaggery aside, joking aside, thank you for taking the time to make all these projects. I know these were like months or years in the making in a lot of cases. I know that this is a lot of work, not just from like an individual standpoint of the artists or the writers or the people who are project leading this, but also just organizing this kind of stuff and making sure to deal with the clerical side of making things get turned in and, you know, getting all of the credits correct and getting everything set up in a like readable format and then getting the websites set up and then like organizing it and numbering it correctly and making sure that there's like a good layout that makes sense in a logical format. So I just want to say thank you for all of the oh God, being nice is hard. Sorry. Life tough. Holy shit, Les. Thank you for the 20 gifted chips. What I was saying was thank you for all of the time and effort you have put into these projects in general. Whether you were, no matter how small you think your part in these projects were, it obviously all comes together as a whole. It is through your like group efforts that these exist in the first place, and it's the bare minimum I could do to get them printed and keep them in a format where I can look at them whenever I want. It's mostly to spoil myself. So thank you. It does not go unnoticed. It does not diminish. These are evergreen. It's not like, oh, a year's passed, let's all forget this happened. I'm going to remember these until I die, so that's pretty cool. And I intend to live forever, so that's going to be a long time. But yeah, thank you. That's all. Yeah. Anyway, hand can time over. I've had enough. I want to take off these gloves. They're going to get sweaty soon. Yuck, 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 yuck. Ugh. I got a secret extra book printed, but I won't tell you what it was. It means more than you know that my art is printed. And that you like these enough to keep them like this. Thank you, Ruze. Well, thank you, Hinkar. Well, oh, who are you? Actually, you're not Hinkar. Who the fuck are you? What did you do? Did you work on these or something? Danny says, time to send an actual meaningful soup. Thank you so much for this. It just means a lot. I swear I'm going to get a tattoo that says art is a journey. Art is a journey. Don't get a tattoo of that, though. I mean, unless you want to. I don't care. Just don't credit me with it. Okay, prickliness aside, when you read read my subclass on your birthday, I laid on the floor in stunned disbelief for 10 whole minutes. Thanks for enjoying it. Thank you for making it. Thank you, everybody. Fucking God, the Ruzeters are wild. You guys are wild. Okay, I'm getting. I could feel the like sort of jitters in my body amplifying as I try to be nice, and it's killing me a lot. So just remember, I still hate you. Falcona says, thank you for making a community that inspired everyone and me. It's surreal that something I wrote ended up in a hardcover book. Yeah, I guess that would feel weird. Huh. I should write something. Just one more child. Thank you for 5 delicious chips. Just 5 more chips. So, thank you for 22 months. Yeah, whatevs, man. You're cool too. Whatever, man. Thank you. Okay, I hate having emotions. I'm gonna take off these gloves now, and I'm gonna go in this hand cam. Oh, you guys didn't even get to see all my cool spikes on the back of my cool gloves. These are pretty sick, right? Huh. See, that's where you're wrong, Sonic. I have the coolest gloves. Oh, I have the coolest gloves known to man. You guys almost saw I had a fucking wrist there for a moment. That was almost bad. I just love Latinas, Sonic. All right, give me a second. I'm going to swap over to just chatting, and we'll yap for... Oh, my God, it's already 6:30. Actually, what I'm probably going to do is I might just call it a stream, because I'm going to need time to set up for the Pokemon stream. However, I just got a DM for some reason, and I need to check something. Hold on. One second. What are the letters or symbols on the keyboard from? So this is, I believe, don't quote me, Tolkien heads. This is Elvish symbols. I think it's called Tingwar. From Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Do you know Elvish? I do not know Elvish, but it's okay. I don't need to. I know where all the keys are by heart. I will say, though, that sometimes I do get tripped up because the few times I do have to look at keys, this looks like a Y, and it happens to be right next to Y. But this is a U. Anyway, it's not that big a deal. Iwashi says, massive art block right now, so seeing you appreciate everyone's art like this is really healing. Thank you, Ruze. So glad they're on your shelf. Hell yeah. And thank you. Morning, Jane. What's your WPM? I don't fucking know, dude. I haven't tested that. How do you test that? Can I just Google words per minute? Ori, thank you for 16 months. Says already more than a year. Thank you for creating a space where we nerds can be nerds from your neighborhood residential. Cleric player spotted. You know that fucking TikTok where it's like, can you hold this for a second? I love your outfit. Are you a witch? She's like, yeah. She's like, can you hold this for a second? She's like, yeah. And then she's like, dude, witch! That's me with clerics. Cleric! You can Google an online test. Is it long? I don't know if I want to do like some big long test, but. Free typing test. Learn your WPM. Okay. Let's give it a shot. I open this and it just plays like the loudest fucking not safe for work advertisement in the universe. Just, oh! 1 minute typing test. Sure. Okay. Okay, so I just start. Oh, it says start. Oops. Oh, you can backspace. Oh, it's not double space. My bad, brother. Hold on. Apparently it's 69 words per minute with 96% accuracy, so not really that high. But what are you gonna do? Backspace user! Do you know backspace, brother? 69. Hey, let's go. Funny number. Fastest Elvish language typer in all of Elysium. True. That's a good point, Aaron. That's a good point. I should just start it. Man, writing a book, if you had to like start a new document every time you made a mistake would be a nightmare. That's the dark souls of book writing. Malachi, thank you for 7 months, says, highlighting that someone pointed out people can read what you're messaging in case it's top secret government stuff. Not really. I don't care. Read away, brother. It looks like there is some debate about... Uh-oh. The collab that I thought was pushed back to next week. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Have you heard of Typing of the Dead Overkill? I think you'd have a blast with it. It's peak campy 70s action comedy typing shooter. I've heard about that. I should try it at some point. I think I even own it. I'm not sure, though. Yeah, the repo collab I had for today originally may or may not be back on, but I've already kind of made new plans and set up my Switch and stuff, but It is a Lord of the Rings keyboard, yeah. And a little Monster Hunter potion for my escape key, which is way, way, way too tall, as you might imagine. Look at how tall that escape key is. I'm not mad though. And that's a little Paris encased in resin on a waterfall. See him? I love him. He's standing on top of a waterfall. Don't look at the reflection though. Don't look at the reflection though. It's against the law. Oh, so you hate me, Ori? Okay, I understand. Did Altair DM me? I mean, Altair DM'd the group chat. That's true. I unfortunately did not see that DM until just now. Though it was 6 hours ago. Now, in my defense, 6 hours is not a lot of leeway when I've already, like, I was working under the assumption that the plans had changed. But that's okay. Can I do Uwu Shy Fingers? No. Only if you give me a priceless family heirloom. And no, soups do not count, so don't try that. No background music? There should be. There you go. Maybe it's just too quiet. We'll see you later in any case. Yes, you will see me later, either playing Pokemon or Repo. I have to change my whole waiting room or make a new waiting room, I guess. Man, yeah. Fuck. All right. I'll figure it out. Okay. I will see you guys in a few. I will probably, I think I'm gonna see what, make 100% sure that we're all down. It's about to be a MS Paint thumbnail for sure. Okay, it sounds like we're all game. I guess Pokemon another day. I was looking forward to ranting about like Pokemon typings and stuff and what I've been watching lately as far as like competitive Pokemon videos, but I will do that either another day or later tonight. Maybe I'll stream three times today. Who knows? I will find out later, but for now, I'm going to go set up a repo waiting room. I'll do it right now live on stream, in fact, which means it's going to be a pretty bad thumbnail, but that's how I'm going to rage you guys over. Okay, so let me just break out Microsoft Paint real quick. I'm going to switch over to a just chatting scene while I do this. So I could take off my gloves. Anyway, bye guys. I mean, or whatever. It's not actually bye. It's more like see you in a few, and also you're still here while I'm drawing, I guess. So it's really not bye at all, but you get the idea. You get the concept behind it, right? Oops, I opened the wrong file. Sorry, one sec. Okay, you guys go up here. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me and looking at all the cool art books and stuff. Hopefully I could do like a full read along of one of those or a hand cam or something like that. Or I could maybe do like a stream where I make one of those lattes. I don't know. Hope this works. There we go. Okay, cool. Now I can take off my gloves and move this camera. Get out of here, you. Too tired for this. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Speed run. Do 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 do. Meow. Okay. Take this off my desk. 1 second, gamers. 1 second, gamers. Ah. Get off my desk. Okay. I'm pretty low energy. I'm gonna have to go get a stamina potion. I was in a yappy zone. That's all right. Oh my gosh, this doesn't make sense. What's wrong? What happened? What happened? Seconds is all I had. Oh no! Disposable dwarf, don't do it! You're not disposable to me! Don't do it! Hell yeah, brother. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, this is actually a really hard glove to take off, it turns out. Oh, that latte did nothing, huh? No, lattes don't do shit to me, brother. No dwarf is disposable. I play Dwarf Fortress. You're all special to me. May I ask whom you're playing Repo with? I guess it's going to be cat out of the bag here in a second, so, Axel, Altair, and Shinri is who I'm playing with. At least I hope. How about espresso? Espresso doesn't do shit to me either. I wish it did. It's not enough caffeine. Instead of lattes, have you tried uranium? Not lately. I tried it a while ago, but I got off of it after my jaw fell off. I stopped doing that. T, thank you for 14 months. Proper grammar is the correct way to type, Carrie. You're not wrong for that. We're people, not animals. Oriolin, thank you for 14 months, by the way. We'll have to pray Shinri and Axel wake up. I've got good news. They're already awake. I'm just taking off my gloves here. Ah, sweaty glove. I'm going to have to go wash my hands, too. All right. People are animals. Prove it. Okay. Have you tried just eating the roasted beans themselves? No. I have not. Though I did have some crazy lady who would come in and just ask for like old espresso beans and eat them. It was crazy. I respect it though. That was not why she was bonkers, by the way. That lady was just really, she was something else. She had some energy. I don't sweat. No. No. Can't sweat without skin, unless... Uh-oh. Hold up, gamers. Don't worry, I'm a genius. Don't worry, I'm a genius. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'm a genius. Don't worry. It's gonna be the world's fastest thumbnail. Oh, I'm cooking, dude. Now I'm cooking. What does repo even look like, man? I don't care. Oops. Is repo the one with all the little beans? Okay, got it. No problem. Don't worry, guys. I'm a genius. You might not know this about me, but I am, in fact, a genius. I probably don't tell you guys that enough. I'll tell you again. I'm a genius. Surprising, I know. I should have busted out my tablet for this. Or maybe I should have just opened up fucking Photoshop. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to do Microsoft Paint. It would have been faster, genuinely, to just open up an actual thumbnail and just do an actual thumbnail, but... You know what? No, the shittier this is starting to look really shitty, but in like a way I like. I changed my mind. Maybe I like this. Oh, my cat's food went off. This is pretty bad. Ah! Sorry. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. I'm pretty sure Shinri's key color is like orange. But whatever. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie to you guys. This might be my magnum opus. This might be my masterpiece. And instead of exporting this, I'm just going to screenshot it. It's going to be great. Now the question is, will this be wrong for thumbnail size? Guess I'll find out. Okay. Oh, I'm already 3 minutes into the collab. I gotta hurry. Hey, real quick, just because the paranoia is in my soul. Rebo is not some secret ultra slur that I don't know about, is it? Because I spelled it R-E-B-O. I'm paranoid deep down to my core. Okay, cool. All right, let me set up my waiting room for this real quick. One sec. Probably not. Not that I know of. Okay, that's good enough for me. That's a good enough answer for me, brother. No, but it can be if I want. I like that. Thank you for giving me that freedom. I like how you're paranoid, but you still said it out loud. Listen. You gotta take risks. Okay, so that means I need to private the other waiting room. And I'll reopen that later if I decide to do more of this later. What hands? Oh, brother, it was a hand cam earlier. You missed it. Pokemon another day. Or today. You never know. You never know. Okay, I'm gonna call this stream Art is Subjective because I'm the funniest motherfucker alive. Put that in my collabs playlist. Okay. And I guess it's starting in now. So I'm just going to set it starting now. Hey, oh, honey. Welcome in. Okay. What's going on? I'm setting up a collab live. And I'm going to raid us over to it. Hope that thumbnail worked. Pollock, hush. What's wrong, bud? Why are you chirping? What's wrong? What? Yeah, say it louder. I can't hear you. You guys like my thumbnail? I could probably whip up a better one really fast, actually. Nah, that's fine. Nah, that's fine. Wait, you can raid your own waiting room? Yeah, watch this. I just got to reload the page that I have open for this stream here. And then I got to go to edit, change who I'm rating to. Boom, repo, artist objective. Okay, bye guys. Your VOD question of the day is going, since I won't have one for a collab, is going to be, what is a dream fan project you would love to make a reality? If you had unlimited funds and unlimited means and unlimited skill or unlimited hands to help you, what is a dream project you would love to do? It doesn't have to be for HoloStars or Holo in general, just anything, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, bye. Bye, have fun. I'll see you at Repo in like now, bye. Ruze Souls-like game is the best answer. You're a genius. I smooch you on the forehead. Mwah. I also accept Ruze Roguelite as an answer. Okay, bye. I also accept platformer action game with great combat. Okay, bye. I also... Also, while I've got you here, I also would